Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Carter Jr., and I am doing an invitational speech on animal testing. For some time in history, there has been animal testing. Today, I will invite you to discuss this topic with me, and I would like to hear your viewpoints, then I'll tell you mine. There are many pros to animal testing. The major benefit of animal testing is that it aids researchers in finding drugs and treatments to improve health and medicine. Many medical treatments have been made possible by animal testing, including cancer and HIV drugs, insulin, antibiotics, vaccines, and many more. Another important aspect to note is that animal testing helps to ensure the safety of drugs and many other substances. Humans use or are exposed to regularly. Drugs in particular can carry significant dangers with their use, but animal testing allows researchers to initially gauge the safety of drugs prior to commencing trials on humans. This means that human harm is reduced and human lives are saved, not simply from avoidance of the dangers of drugs, but because the drugs themselves save lives as well as improve the quality of human life. I have got this information from an article I read on this website called About Animal Testing. Scientists typically use animals for testing purposes because they are considered similar to humans. Researchers do recognize the limitations and differences, but testing is done on animals because they are thought to be the closest match and best one with regards to applying this data to humans. Those were the good things about animal testing. Really horrible things happen to animals daily. Over 100 million animals are burned, crippled, poisoned, in U.S. labs every year. According to the Humane Society, registration of a single pesticide requires more than 50 experiments and the use of as many as 12,000 animals. Several cosmetic tests commonly performed on mice, rabbits, rats, and guinea pigs include skin and eye irritation tests, where chemicals are rubbed on shaved skin or dripped into the eyes without any pain relief. Repeated force feeding studies that last weeks or months to look for signs of general illness or specific health hazards. Widely condemned lethal dose tests, where animals are forced to swallow large amounts of a test chemical to determine what dose causes death. What I would like to know, with the information I've given to you, is do you think animal testing is ethical or not? Brandon?
I don't think it's ethical. 'Cause, like, I'm a person that thinks all life is sacred. And, like, the cons that's happening to these animals, like just being in pain, basically they just getting set up for death. Like, that's crazy. Even though it does help us humans find out diseases and stuff, but like just to torture animals like that, I don't feel like that's right.
But would you rather an animal die or have a cure for HIV or something like that?
I get what you're saying. I'd rather have a cure for HIV, but still though, like, just to torture an animal, like, I couldn't see myself doing it. Just torturing something that's living. Just causing it pain and not even trying to relieve it at all. And just to keep going about my day, I just couldn't see myself doing it.
Thanks for the feedback. Delshine?
I agree with Brandon in some sort, because letting the animals suffer like that is just not right, in my opinion. But also, some testing on animals isn't that much of a harm to them. Like, it's just testing of a disease where you put the disease in and they suffer from it. But like some testing could be beneficial to us and it will harm animals, so we do.
Thanks. Caleb?
Yeah, I get what they're saying, but I feel like as of now, there's no other option really. But I could imagine being an animal and going through that. I would hate it. But hopefully, we progress as a nation and as a world till we can get a solution where we won't have to use animals for experimentation. But as of now, I think that it's what we need to do to get the cures we need. But I'm not approving of it. I'm just saying that it's
The only option.
it's the only option as of now.
That's understandable. Nick?
I disagree with Caleb. I agree with like Brandon and Josh. Like I feel like it's beneficial to us because it does help us. It does help relieve some of the things that could happen, the bad things. Like they said they love the chemicals and stuff, so it doesn't harm us in any way. But I believe it's unethical because just like what we were talking about yesterday in our discussion, there's always like another option that hasn't been yet tested and that hasn't been yet experimented. I think there's something else out there that we can do instead of just testing on animals because it isn't right to make them suffer for no reason. They didn't ask to be put in this situation and they didn't volunteer. We're forcing them to basically die. We're just killing them. And that's why I believe it's unethical. And also, like I know like the animal activists and stuff like that, they're big on this. They don't approve of it in any sort of way. So that's just my opinion.
Thank you. Ms. Shaw?
It's almost like that people take advantage of the fact that they're somewhat inferior, not all animals, because they're not going and capturing a lion or a bear. You know what I mean? They're capturing animals that can't defend themselves against a human. And that's what they're testing these different things on. So it's kind of goes back to that whole savage mentality of you're inferior to me physically, and because I can do it, I'm gonna do it type of attitude that I feel. I think that the people have the right intentions in mind, but they don't really think of how it affects all the parties involved. It's kind of selfish. I'm just thinking about myself and humankind and how I can be known. Some of them just want glory. How can I be known to create the next big vaccine or the next big cure so my name can go down in history? I don't care if I killed like 100 animals on my way to the top. That's how I live.
Brandon?
Yeah, I like the shot answer, cause like me, I have a small dog, and like I couldn't see people just like that would really hurt me if somebody killed my dog just for the cause of some makeup or something like that you really don't even need, and you just took that life away for some eyeliner or something. Like that's so unethical to me.
Thanks for all y'all answers. I want to give y'all my opinion. I believe that animal testing is unethical to some extent. I think it's unjust when manufacturers are testing chemicals for the production of new cosmetics. But I also feel like if a human being is in danger and matters need to be taken to higher levels, there may not be no other way for them to get a vaccine unless it's an animal test. In closing, I would like to thank you for your time today. I hope you have all learned multiple perspectives to this controversial topic.